Oh shit. Damn, wait. It's over? Damn. Man. That main event was hard to sit through, man. Oh shit. Oh. It's hard to stay awake, man. Congrats to Arizona and Lara, I guess. You know. Fighting yet another guy who didn't deserve to be in the ring with him, man. A young, green, inexperienced guy, man. Who he was, what, a 34-1 favorite to beat or some shit, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you, Arizona and Lara. Alright, now. Let me start with what turned out to be the fight of the night. A fight that I really did not care about. A fight that I did not think was going to be competitive. I owe apologies to Hurd and Austin Trout, but especially Austin Trout. Let me give a to both men, and let me give a to Austin Trout. Man, Austin Trout earned my respect for life in this fight. He earned my respect. I will never speak ill of Austin Trout again, man. I won't. When he fought Miguel Cotto, I picked him to beat Miguel Cotto. He was underdog. I put money on Austin Trout, and I won because he beat Miguel Cotto. I thought he lost to Canelo, but he definitely lost to Arizona Lara. But man, you know, I thought this guy was on the downside. Would never be a champion again. This, my opinion. I don't know. I have any facts, any inside information, but this maybe could be his last fight. Because I feel like for a few reasons. One, the effort that he gave. He fought like his career was on the line, like his family's well-being was on the line, bringing, you know, food, money to the table for his family. He fought like everything was on the line in this fight, man. And his wife and his family was sitting there ringside. The guy, he put on a great fight, but he also started taking a beating, man. And I think he has 4 losses in his career at this point. He got stopped for the first time in his career. You know, he had aspirations of being a champion again. He may get talked into walking away. I would not be surprised if his old lady was putting the pressure on him to, you know, to walk away and not take that kind of damage anymore, you know, because that's got to be hard to watch. You know, you know, your significant other taking that kind of beating. So, but man, if he retires on this fight, man, no shame at all. You know, if he was to go out on this fight, I would remember him as, you know, going out as a warrior, in my opinion. The way I saw it, man. Hell, you know, I was dead wrong about him being finished, and I thought this would, you know, kind of be an easy fight for Hurd, man. And Austin Trout was winning this fight. He was man, he came to fight. He was putting it on this guy. And dare I say, Hurd got exposed, man. He got exposed. Yes, he won the fight, but he was exposed to be very green. He still seems to have a lot to learn, poor fundamentals. The best thing he has going for him is he is a huge junior middleweight. I mean, he is huge. I mean, the guy looks like he could probably be fighting at 68 or 75. You know, he's so big, man. So he's got a huge size advantage. He can take a punch. You know, he in my opinion, he's taking too many punches in these last 2 fights. But he can take a punch, and he can land a punch. He has power. When he hits you flush, he hurts you. You know, he may not knock you out cold, but you can clearly see the damage and hear the damage. You know, the guy can punch. All right. Now, the first round, I could not judge because right before the fight started, my DirecTV went out, and it had to reboot and start up. So by the time I started watching, half of the round was over. So I have an incomplete. I just scored a 10-10. I don't know who won that round. Hurd gave it to Austin Trout. All right, round 2. 10-9 Austin Trout outclassed Hurd. Hurd looked like a punching bag, inexperienced. Round 3, 10-10. Hurd started strong. Trout made a comeback later in the round. Round 4, 10-9 Trout outclassing Hurd, making him look like a punching bag. Round 5, 10-10, close round. Hurd landed 3 hard shots. Trout landed shots and had a lot of volume. Round 6, 10-9 Trout. Trout outclassed Hurd, but got hurt badly at end of round. Great round, lots of action. Crowd gives standing ovation. One of the best rounds of the year. You know, this in a fight that I was not high on seeing at all. I was like, bring on the co-main and main event, and this stole the show. Round 7, 10-9 Hurd. Hurd landed powerful shots. Trout could be slowing. Round 8, 10-9 Hurd. Hurd landed hard shots early. Trout made a comeback near end. Round 9, 10-9 Hurd. Hurd the aggressor. Trout has slowed big time. Round 10, 10-9 Hurd. Corner was unsure about stoppage. The doctor stepped up and stopped it. Right decision. You know, as Austin Trout was going back to his corner after the 10th round, I was saying that they need to stop that fight, man. And they were asking him if he was all right. He looked like a beaten, defeated man. His eye was swelling up. He was not going to make a comeback in that fight. He had basically gone down on the scorecard. Jared Hurd had completely taken over the fight, you know, after the 6th round. And, you know, his corner seemed unsure. And then the seemed like the chief second said, I'm going to stop it. Then they called the ref over. I think the ref was like, you want to stop it? He was like, you okay? And then I think Austin Trout was going to make a case. I think somebody else in the corner was going to try to make a case that he could go. And then I could see the doctor on the apron waving, saying, no, that's it, stop it. That was the best thing that could have happened, man, because that fight needed to be stopped. It got stopped at the right time. Like I said, Austin Trout has nothing to be ashamed of. He has earned my respect for life, man. If this guy was to continue his career, I would not count him out ever again like I did in this fight. You know, because this guy showed up to fight. He was slick. He was outboxing this guy. He made him look green and amateur. They said that Hurd did not have much of an amateur background, and it showed, man. I mean, you know, the way the guy was moving forward, throwing single shots with no power behind him. He was a punching bag, getting teed off on. Man, I saw lots of holes, man. And, you know, if Austin Trout had legit power, you know, like one punch KO power, it's kind of power that you know could have seriously slowed down Hurd, man, he probably would have won this fight. You know, he probably would have won this fight. And by the way, I noted Jared Hurd was enrolled in Vada Clean Boxing program, and Austin Trout is not. He had been inactive. They said this was his first fight in 17 months. At the end of the fight, I had Hurd up by 1 point, 97-96. Again, the first round, I scored 10-10. So if I would have saw that round went to Trout. And then I'm assuming it would have been even at the time of stoppage. But, yeah, man, Austin Trout, man, if he is on Twitter, I would try to tweet this video to him. Nothing to be ashamed of, man. You know, you fought like a warrior, gave a hell of an effort, earned my respect for life. If you continue your career, I would never count you out again. If you retire, which I think it may be a good decision to do so, because in my opinion, this is going out on a high note. The guy went out in a memorable fight. Like I said, one of the rounds of the year. A fight where he was the underdog clearly, and for a portion of the fight, he was winning the fight. He was out slicking the young gun, man. And, you know, exposed him, made him look bad, in my opinion. Jared Hurd, I would not place money on him to win any fight. You know, they talking about him fighting Charlo. You know, I would stay away from that fight. He just he was getting beat in the fight, but he won the title, and he was getting beat in this fight. His toughness and his power is what saved him in both fights. So, Jared Hurd, man, he has a long way to go, man. He is a green and experienced world champion. I don't know if he needs to get a new trainer or what, but he should make some changes, man. He needs to improve big time. All right. Whew. Now, congrats, Charlo. Congrats, Derrick James. Congrats, R&R Boxing Club. Okay. In all seriousness, man, this was so disappointing, man. And not because I picked Lubin to win the fight. Lubin was looking good, from the fight, the time that the fight was going on. I thought he was winning the round as the fight was going on, And I'm pretty sure other people are gonna feel like this too, I'm not just trying to come off like sour grapes. But this fight was so anticipated. We wanted to see this fight so bad. It was a even pick'em fight, on fight day. It was a toss up basically. Who was gonna win, I hope we saw, more than what we got, man. We got a stoppage in the first round. Lubin, this hot top prospect, man. He got clocked, and I'm not gonna say it was a cheap shot, nothing like that, not at all, I'm not gonna say that, like what happened earlier today in the Adolphe fight with McIntosh, that was a cheap shot. This was just Lubin making a horrible mistake, man. Inexperienced. It showed big time in what he did, man. The guy was bent over, had his hands down, completely unprotected. I don't know if maybe it was a combination of arrogance and inexperience. But he had his head in an unprotected state, down low. What was he thinking? And I know some people probably not gonna like me saying this, but I'm going to go here, man. What was Lubin 18-0 going into this fight? Was it too much too soon? I would say so, because he made a terrible rookie move, man. And I'm going to bring my boy up. I'm going to go back to what happened earlier this year. People was talking all this shit about Kell Brook and how long it took him to get a title shot, and he fought guys with X amount of losses, and it took him so long to fight for a world title. He was protected. All this bullshit they said about Kell Brook. When I broke down Kell Brook's record and resume, put Derrick James in his place, talked about how Derrick James, he moved too fast in his career. His career got derailed. He suffered losses, setbacks, had, all these multiple breaks in his career. Look at what happened to Erickson Lubin, man. The guy got highly ranked in the WBC very quickly. He was a high prospect. He challenged for a world title. He got knocked out in the first round, man. Made a rookie move to where, just think about it. If he had fought 10 more fights, would he, and he had matured more, but he's 22 years old at this point. What if he was 25, 26 when he fought for his first world title? Maybe he would not have had his head down unprotected the way he got, hit clean and got knocked out. So again, this is why I praise what the Engels did with Kell Brook, why Kell Brook was moved at the correct pace, matured as a man, all things I've said. I just want to point out again, and let's see how Lubin goes in the future in his career. Is this going to derail Erickson Lubin's career, man? It's going to be interesting to see how Lubin goes from here. Will he, shake it off as a man, big time, brush it off his shoulders, come back, get some tune-ups, get confidence back, mature more, and then maybe challenge again for a world title and, a good number of fights. I would say at least 5 to 7, hell. But, I would go slow with this kid, man. But I'm pretty sure he's still going to be highly ranked, and it would not take much or long for him to get a rematch and another title shot. But let's see what happens with Lubin, because this has to be a blow to his ego. He was very confident going into this fight. This has to hurt, man, big time. The guy said he was boxing since he was 4 years old. He got to a world title shot at 22, and he got KO'd in the first round. Think about it. Think about what they could do to the guy's heart, his his mind. Man, could be bad, man. So let's see what happens with Erickson Lubin. All right, and I'm putting using Derek James showing off his shirt, which I feel is dedicated to me. Keep running your mouth, because I have been probably his most outspoken critic. But yeah, and I will keep running my mouth, Derek. Don't worry. I should buy one of those shirts and put MY over the YA, just to have fun and goof with them. But again, hey, congrats to Charlo, congrats to Derek James, R&R Boxing Club. They won the fight. Nothing I can say. No excuses. They won the fight, man. So that's that. All right. I didn't really do any notes for this, but they had the interview with Thurman, Wilder, and Spencer Character. Spencer Character was talking about, he was trying to talk all tough. He wants to unify. He wants to fight top 5. He claiming Lamont Peterson top 5, which is bullshit. No, he is not. I respect Lamont Peterson, and I like that fight, and I will be doing a separate video talking about that fight very soon, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, he was kind of had his chest poked out. I think he was kind of trying to egg on Keith Thurman a little bit with the shit he was saying, man. But Keith Thurman was very composed. He didn't really bite hard at the bait, that Spence was throwing. What he needs to do, he needs to be mentioning the Vada Clean Boxing program, and that Errol Spence needs to enroll. That's what he should do, man. But he has not gone there yet, and the other guys have not made any public statements about it yet either. So, but yeah, they need to say that and put the pressure on. Maybe have a little mind game suspense and put the pressure on him to enroll. So, and while that's on the mind, boy, they made a big mistake when they had Thurman and Broner and Spence and Wilder all sitting beside each other at ringside, with Thurman and Spence sitting beside each other, man. That was bad. Like, they can coexist, like they can be chummy and not be flying off the rails. They need to, they should have us thinking that these guys can't stand being around each other. That if they are around each other, some shit gonna pop off. But with them being all kind of sitting by each other, all calm and cozy, I don't know, it just feels bad for the mood of that fight, man. I eventually saw that Thurman moved up and he was sitting by Steven Espinoza in the crowd. So, I don't know if that was done by design or what, but that it was better off that happened instead of him sitting by Spence. And Broner, he does not need to be sitting there, because he lost his last fight, badly. So, all right, oh boy. Now, Arizona Lara, man. I think the days of Arizona Lara fighting the likes of a John Zavek, Delvin Rodriguez, Yuri Foreman, Memoirs of a Gausha, him fighting these kind of guys, headlining, getting big paydays, I think those days are over, man. I think those days are over, because, this was a Guillermo Rigondeaux, Ekbeko situation, to where all the exciting fights were early in the card. The crowd was fulfilled. They got his action. They were disappointed in the main event, and man, I think that I don't even think that place was half full by the time the main event was over, man. There was so many empty seats. The lights were turned out. It was dark and shit, man. That's embarrassing for Showtime. You got boring chants going on. You got countdown chants going on. Lara's not gonna exist as a main event like that. He going 12 rounds with this guy. He's a 34-1 favorite to beat, man. While all these young studs in the division putting on and having exciting fights, man. Stoppages and shit, man. And he is going 12 rounds. He is outclassing the guy, but it was hard to watch, man. Hard to keep up with, man. And that shit is not gonna draw money. What they should do, and I don't know why these promoters don't do this, man, but the Arizona Laras and the Guillermo Rigondeaux, they need to be fighting in Miami, man. They need to be fighting strictly in Miami, where there's a huge Cuban contingent, and that shit will not happen. They will be getting cheered when Lara fought John Zavek on, I believe, Spike TV. Man, that crowd was hot for Lara, man. And I believe Lara could fight his fight, Cuban school, Cuban style, and the crowd would stick there and they would cheer for him, probably cheer at everything he landed, But fighting in New York, man, these different places, man, I don't think that's good for Lara, man. And he just, man, and let me say, is Lara still in his prime? I don't know, man. I don't know. I might see a little slippage. The same guy that was in there with Canelo, I don't know if that same guy was in there tonight. I don't know, man. If he fights, a top guy who's going to actually come forward on him and not fight the Lara fight, which Gausha did, Gausha, what was he thinking, man? He was standing there trying to play chess with Arizona Lara, man. He was not going to win that fight that way, man. He should have jumped on Lara from the beginning of the fight. As soon as the bell rung and they went to the middle of the ring, and before Lara could even get set, Gausha should have pretended like he was gonna set and just jumped on Lara, man, just catch his ass off guard, But man, I didn't really take big time notes for this fight. I will read them off. I was kind of talking about other shit that was going on. All right, round 1, 10-9 Lara. Round 2, 10-9 Gausha, or Gausha, whatever. Memoirs of a Gausha. Good body shot. Combo against ropes. Counter at end of round. Round 3, 10-9 Lara. Starting to yawn, as in me. Gausha too respectful, too hesitant, too patient. That was the problem. He didn't say, damn, I'm fighting for the world title. Let me snatch this title. Let me try to knock his ass out. Let me go, even if I, risk getting myself knocked out, The guy was like, oh shit, it's Arizona Lara. Let me, I ain't gonna dive in. Let me be patient. Let me play chess with him. Big mistake. Round 4, 10-8 Lara. Got a knockdown. Round 5, 10-9 Lara. Round 6, 10-9 Lara. I'm tuning out. I can barely concentrate on the fight. Round 7, 10-9 Gausha. Landed some hard shots. Almost dropped Lara. He did. He landed a flush shot. And Lara, he damn near was on his ass, but he stayed up some kind of way. Round 8, 10-9 Lara. Lots of people have left the building. Round 9, 10-9 Lara. This is boring chant broke out. Round 10, 10-9 Lara. Crowd counting down the last seconds. Round 11, 10-9 Lara. Round 12, 10-9 Lara. They came up to a 118-109 scorecard for Arizona Lara, man. Lara's going to have to take on a big fight in his next fight, man. These level of guys, man, this shit ain't going to work no more, man. I do not see the networks accepting this level of opposition, especially with Lara being the main event, man. If he going to be fighting these kind of guys, man, he going to be on the undercard of Hurd, Charlo. He going to be on some undercard, man. And Lara's main event because of the respect that he's gained as a world champion, as being one of the best boxers in the world. But, when you're not taking on the best competition and you're going full 12 rounds, man, that's a hard sell, man. That is a hard sell. So yeah, he needs to fight Jermell Charlo, Jared Hurd, or he needs to make a ballsy move and fight somebody at 160. What's taking Lara so long to go up to 160, man? I don't get it. I thought he should have been made that move. Hell, he wants this successful title defense record at 154, which if he got it, hell, I think that would submit him in the Hall of Fame. But a guy with this kind of talent, man, he should be taking on real challenges. I would like to see him challenge for a middleweight title, and his prime is just slipping away, man. Taking on easy fights, but he is more than 10-1 favorite, man. Just talent just going to waste, man. And then when he gets into a big fight, somebody who's gonna close the gap on him and not be afraid of him, and not be giving him time to think and play chess with him, the guy could get caught, get hurt, and then it'll be downhill for Lara. So man, I think that's about it, man. This post fight went a lot longer than I thought it would. But again, man, a big time, ovation to Jared Hurd, Austin Trout, man. First fight of the night, was the fight of the night. Hell, they should have, this fight card should have been in reverse order. It should have been Lara and, Gausha, Memoirs of a Gausha. They should have been the opening fight. Then, Charlo and Lubin should have been the co-main, and then hell, Austin Trout and Jared Hurd should have been the main event. From the way the action was in those fights, man. Like I said again, unfortunate that we didn't get a longer fight in the co-main event, man. But again, man, obviously it was too much too soon for Lubin, man. He was looking good, but he made a terrible mistake, man, like a rookie move, man. He's in close with the guy. He has his hands down. He's bending down like this, and next thing you know, Charlo throws this awkward right uppercut / hook looking shot, man, and he caught the guy off guard when he was not expecting it. It was not a cheap shot. It was not a cheap shot. The guy just was not protecting himself, man. So. All the guys who want to quickly see guys challenge for titles, and why it took Gilbert so long, and why it taking guys so long to fight for a title, he's been protected and coddled and all this and that. Gilbert 32-0. He came to America, outboxed Sean Porter. Erickson Lubin, 18-0, got knocked out in the first round, man, challenging for a world title. So hopefully the guy's career does not get derailed. Hopefully, his confidence does not get shot, man. Because the guy has talent, he has power. I think they should move the guys, a little slow, build him up some more, let him get more experience, more wins, let him get to 25-0, 28-0. He can fight, frequent fights. It don't have to take 5 years to get back to a title shot. Hell, he could take on, 3, 4, like fights in 1 year. But just get some experience, more gym time, more ring time, and maybe the guy can come back strong, man, and do better next time. So I think that's it, guys. I don't know, man. I have a feeling that we'll probably see Jared Hurd and Jermell Charlo. I'm sure Steven Espinosa probably want to make that fight. And Hurd said he has some kind of mandatory. But, yeah, and Lara just might be assed out, man. I don't know who he would fight. But, man, he needs to try to secure a major fight, man. Because this shit, he is not going to be in the main event anymore. Fighting guys like this with the crowds emptying and chanting boring and counting down and shit, man. Bad look for Showtime, man. So, that's it, guys. Let me know what you thought of the fights, man. And, I'll check in with you guys soon, man. Thanks for watching.